What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is 11/9. I don't know why I always check the date. I know what the date is, but anyways, 11/9 is the date, and Bitcoin is still moving sideways. How long is this going to take place? I don't know, but we're going to try to figure that out today and see what we're really seeing on the long-term scale. Give me 1 second. All right. So we have BTC, USD, Coinbase on the daily. We got audio tonight. Yep, we have audio tonight. So actually, the craziest thing is happening literally miles outside of my house. It's there's a massive fire going on. Lots and lots of fire, big wildfires. I live in Los Angeles, but this time it was the first time that I could vividly see them on the horizon, you know, from my balcony. I live on like the side of a mountain here in LA, and I'm able to see like really huge distances because, you know, the rest of everything else is the valley. So you have this huge vantage point, and there's just fire all across the skyline. Yeah, it is technically lit. That is correct. It is technically lit, but it's just crazy to see. Anyways, now back to the crypto world. Forget about the real world. Who cares about fires 10 miles away, right? We're in the now. You know, it's about to get hot in this video chat right now. All about Bitcoin. Anyways, enough with the chat. All right. So, we have Bitcoin USD on a logarithmic scale. Actually still looks pretty good. We haven't broken down from that trend line. This is a daily. I'm actually going to push it to the weekly. That way it gives us a little bit better of a picture. So this is the extreme long-term trend, and as you can see, that wick just barely hits right down on that trend. So even from all the way from December 2014 to now, you know, we're still following along this trend, and we popped up obviously, but now we've never actually broken down this trend from the last 4 years. So if you do believe in trends and you do believe in technical analysis, I mean, that's a pretty big, support structure there, right? And this is on the logarithmic scale, so I think it coincides with the Bitcoin's growth curve and demand. You know, if you do look at this on just a regular scale and I zoom out, it looks kind of wonky, right? But logarithmically, it actually makes better sense. Like, for example, how the internet penetrated the market, that was logarithmic. How cell phone usage or smartphone usage, how that penetrated the market. I think this coincides with Bitcoin's actual penetration into the market. I'm in the valley. That is correct. I'm in right south of the San Fernando Valley. Yeah, so I'm between Glendale, North Hollywood, and Burbank. San Fernando, yeah, so SFE. At least I think it's the San Fernando Mountains. I don't know what that mountain range is actually called. I've lived here for 5 years. I don't even know what the mountainside I'm actually living on is actually called. It's just, I don't know. It's just not pertinent information, I guess. But yeah, that's where I live. Anyways, yeah, this looks wonky. Logarithmic looks good. And of course, this is a chill stream, guys, so feel free to ask any questions or any other coins that you guys want to go over. We're actually going to go through CoinMarketCap and just see what's happening in the market today. But yeah, I think Bitcoin still is going to move sideways until something happens, right? So if you stream out to here, I'll just go to regular. Around December 12th, so this I'll draw a horizontal line. I don't know where my horizontal lines keep going, but I'll draw a horizontal line. I mean a vertical line rather. Vertical line. So that's when the back launch is happening, and that kind of hits our schedule. You know, if we go back to the logarithmic charts, that kind of hits our schedule of you know, our support line too. I mean, hold on, let me delete all the other purple lines. That way you guys can see it a little better. So that kind of coincides with exactly where long-term support structure is coming from as well. So hopefully, you know, we don't get below, you know, that $5,500 mark. That 5,800 and 5,500 were my initial predictions of how low we could go, but it seems like we are tending sideways rather than going down. But I highly do believe in this long-term trend, this purple line here, that I don't think we'll cross over. I mean, we never have in Bitcoin's history, or at least Bitcoin's USD history here on Coinbase, and that only goes back 4 years. And of course, you go back another 4 years on other exchanges, but we're gonna just stick to this right now. And I mean, we could probably go to Bitfinex to see our historical reference there. There is, yeah. So that is Bitfinex, and that also goes back to 2013, 2014. But that line remains. I think I've drawn it in all my charts. Yeah, honestly, BACT is going to, I think maybe we may be pricing ourselves in for BACT already. That means I think that we won't drastically have a lot of volatility during BACT launch. What's happening right now, excuse me, what's happening right now, what I'm seeing in the OTC markets is I can't find sellers. No one wants to sell Bitcoin. Everyone is trying to buy it right now. For hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin, not dollars, but Bitcoin, are trying to be bought on the OTC markets as of today. And we could actually see the BTC shorts markets and or the charts rather. And so as you can see, you know, for the past, since July, you know, demand has increased. No one's trying to sell. No one's shorting Bitcoin over the last 3-month period. So everyone was shorting, and now this is the lowest it's been in the last 3 months. So that's obviously pretty big news here, and we'll actually go take a look at longs as well. So shorts means when shorts are low, that means no one's trying to sell or no one's trying to short Bitcoin. People are trying to accumulate Bitcoin. That doesn't always coincide the upward or downward pressure. It takes a lot more time for shorts to be that low, and then the pressure will increase. But you know, it really is dictated up to the open exchange, right? Who's actually buying and selling Bitcoin, rather than futures prices or even margin traders. You know, and margin traders will take that into account as well. We have some excellent margin traders over at the Cryptosonic Advantage if you join our Discord lounge. There's also a 14-day free trial. This is just a free group, but inside there you'll have other channels, and so community discussion. It's absolutely free. Feel free to join. But our margin trading and our other technical analysis pieces, that's in the Advantage program, and I highly recommend you guys check that out. But yeah, anyways, let's go to longs again. So this is interesting, because that means this is indicating, hey, longs are going, you know, they're starting to pick back up, meaning people are going long. People are predicting Bitcoin will actually be a little bit higher in price over the next few weeks. But these, for example, a lot of these contracts or a lot of these positions are for weeks period lengths, right? They're not for the very, very short term generally. All right, so this is showing that, hey, Bitcoin is picking up pace, the demand for Bitcoin is increasing, and therefore the price is increasing. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? All right, I'm just responding to the chat. Crypto Terp. All right, let's go to CoinMarketCap. All right, so we have Bitcoin still, you know, still teetering that 1%. I mean, this is basically a stable coin at 6,400, and that's exactly the price that we wanted it at, even though it's a little bit lower here on Coinbase. Let's see the BTC USD Coinbase. Yeah, like anyone should assume, you know, the tether price is, whoa, I don't know what happened there. Anyways, like anyone should assume, the tether price is always going to be a little bit higher on Bitfinex. But if you look at BTC USD, Bitcoin price rather, whoa, that's the Great Britain pound. You'll see there's almost like a $80 difference between Bitfinex and Coinbase, and that's basically because Bitfinex is has an artificially inflated price using Tether. So if Tether drops down a cent or something, if Tether drops down a cent, you'll see you know, the price almost be higher to compensate that for Bitcoin, because again, it is a more leverage to Tether rather than actual fiat, whereas Coinbase is leveraged to fiat. So I'd like to look at the actual fiat price over the Tether price. That's why I use Coinbase over Bitfinex. All right, so we have 6336. You know, we were hoping around 6,400 as it was yesterday, but I think everyone was pretty much predicting that to drop. I didn't think it was going to drop this fast, this low. You know, maybe even get back into you know, get back in there around 61, maybe right under 6,000. I was really hoping that we wouldn't break 6,000, but it's looking like you know, relatively soon we could hit 6,000 and kind of bounce off 6,000. I think we could get as low as 5,500. That's like the worst case scenario, but I think we'll pick back up as December, January, February rolls around. Other than back, there's not really, and potential ETFs, there's nothing really around there or to push Bitcoin in the right direction. And when I say right direction, I mean up. All right. So Ethereum, again, still being pretty stable. 210, I like that. I thought we would drop at least to 200, at least for Ethereum, back to 200. So it is holding up that $10 differential. So again, only $8 here, probably $12 in Bitfinex. Let's see how good I am, okay? If it's $208 on Coinbase, I think it'll be around $214 on Bitfinex. Let's see the actual Bitfinex price. Oh, only $3. Obviously not that good, but usually Bitfinex will always have an inflated price. I mean, let's just look at Binance. Maybe that's 214 or 212. What am I doing? ETH, USD. There it is. Oh, oops, I meant to say USDT. Oh, wow. Okay, so it really is only $2-3 more than Coinbase. But anyways, I thought we would hit around 200, even on Coinbase. But I guess Ethereum is holding up that price, so that's much better than what I was expecting. I think we're all predicting that Ethereum would drop back down to 200. But I guess it didn't happen, and I'm glad that Ethereum at least has a little bit of strength left, because we were sitting at 200 for a while. Don't forget that. I mean, we were sitting on 200 for a while. So that red line's at 200. Let's see, that's the $200 price, that red line here, and so we were teetering around that for such a long time. You know, we got up to 250, and then of course we dropped back down. I thought we would hit right back down, but obviously I was mistaken. But wow, check that out. That's pretty impressive. So ETH USD, this is the first time. This is the first time on the weekly interval that ETH USD. This is the first week, guys. This is the very first week that the MACD crossed since February. You know, yeah, since early February. This is the first time ETH USD weekly interval MACD has crossed. And I like when long-term intervals cross like this, because this means there's something going to happen. It's either going to be a bear trap, I mean a bull trap, and it's going to fall right back down to 200, maybe even get as low as 180, or, you know, worst case is 165. And then if it drops below 165, I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I really hope it doesn't drop below 165. But this kind of means when it crosses like this, it's a really strong indicator that, hey, maybe we have hit a floor. Maybe we have hit our bottom, our rock bottom for Ethereum. So maybe Ethereum is actually showing some signs of life. But again, that remains to be seen. You know, what I would do is I'd probably go long on Ethereum, and yeah, if Ethereum futures were a thing, I'd go long on Ethereum right now. Anyways, back to CoinMarketCap. Dash 158. Yeah, dropping a little bit lower, but it's been pumped up a little bit. It was up for a while. Not in the grand scheme of things, but in the short scheme of things, I guess. BAT, wow, dropping 10%. This is what always happens. This is what always happens. Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, and now BAT. As soon as it gets listed on Coinbase, it gets dumped in price, right? Because it's already been priced in. Honestly, by the time you say, oh man, BAT got listed on Coinbase, let me go buy some. By the time that happens, it's already at its top and it's going to be selling off. So if you got into BAT just as they were listing on Coinbase at like 32, 33 cents, you know, that's kind of advice I always give is don't try to buy exchange listings like that. Anytime there's a big exchange listing, don't try to chase that. Honestly, don't try to chase BAT being bought, you know, or BAT being listed on Coinbase and then it being like 32, 33 cents, and then now you're down 10%, because that's exactly what we try to say. You know, we always warn people. We give people warnings. Hey, don't buy BAT. You know, don't buy BAT right when, you know, the Coinbase listing has been already announced, because these rumors have been going on for a long time. And then the Bitcoin Cash, I mean, that rumor, that wasn't even a rumor. We knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know Coinbase was going to surprise us like that. So a lot of it's already been priced in, and what's going to happen is people are going to dump it so hard when it gets listed on the exchange, right? Because it's already been running up for like the last month or so, right? So BAT, if you got in really high, I feel bad for you, but I don't, because now this is a lesson learned. Don't chase exchange listings, right? Do not chase exchange listings. Stratus, I don't care. I just pretty much think they're a shitcoin at this point. USD coin, I don't know why that chart looks so good, but I guess it's just stable at $1.02. Some stable coin, huh? Paxos, no, that's a stable coin right there. $1. Komodo still taking a hit. I had my hopes high for Komodo. I met the team and everything, but honestly, if no one's building on your project, then what's the point of having a platform? That's what I see. DApps create value for platforms. That's how everything should go, right? That's why Ethereum is valuable. That's why EOS is valuable. That's why Neo is semi-valuable, right? If you don't have DApps, your platform is worthless. And that's pretty much what's happening to Komodo right now. So I really hope they can pick some up with some nice DApps and people building upon their protocol. Polymath dying down. Eternal token, I'm glad that died down, because I was tempted to research it, but I'm glad this is going to be, I'm sure this is going to be sold to oblivion, I hope, because yeah, I just don't know what it does, and the website just didn't give me any sort of information. So I'll actually have to read the white paper if this stays relevant for much longer. don't want to do homework, that's not necessary, right? Like I read the Walton chain white paper, which was like 60 pages, right? And that was a hard 60 pages. That was a really hard 60 pages, but I got through it. And yeah, and now it's basically a shitcoin now. And it's just homework, you know, that I shouldn't have done, pretty much. Anyways, all right, let's just keep going through this. We have more people who need to use barter decks. Yeah, honestly, if you look at Komodo's technology, it's awesome. I think it's superior. I think it's super superior. I think it's super superior. Okay, they leverage the Bitcoin blockchain, so it's really, really good security wise. They have smart contracts already enabled using basic Bitcoin code. Again, basic Bitcoin code is not good, but you know, that's what they do. And they have the barter decks already available. These quote unquote atomic swaps already exist. You know, I hate using the word atomic swaps, but you know, these dexes, Komodo's been has had one out for like a year now. So it's pretty cool, and you can exchange between Komodo, Bitcoin, and I think ERC20 tokens right now on Komodo. So that's interesting. Yeah, and then we have some things about Walton. Lucky and held it. Yeah, I wonder where Walton is now. Where's Walton now? Where is Waldo? Where is Waldo? Wow, still up there. Still up there. It's still $2.99. I mean, I got in this around 40-50 cents. So I'm still up on that, but I need to find a time to sell that thing too. I mean, VeChain's just doing so much better, and VeChain obviously has a better marketing as well. Would I rather buy VeChain? Probably. Probably. Yeah. Now we're just getting in the weeds here. Eternal token, we just passed that. All right, cool. If you guys have any other coins you want to go through, or we could just scroll through CoinMarketCap together and just see Boss Coin. Man, those are another one. That's another coin that's been pumped recently, and people are always asking me about it. That I have to just do my research on. Our analysts would know better about Boss Coin. ODM, yeah. ODEM. I've heard of that. Up 20%. That's incredible. Yeah. Nothing really new to cry home about, but this is also something I like to do, to pick up projects. Like I picked up some really good projects here that were super cheap. Wow, Bitcoin Cash SV is already out, trading around $74. Phantom, $8 million in volume right now. Where is this even being traded? On KuCoin. Wow. I guess it's because it's new. KuCoin always buys all the new crap. That's pretty cool. I mean, now I'll have to look into Phantom. That's $8 million is no volume to scoff at. Alibaba coin, really? This isn't real, right? This can't be real, right? Okay. Wow. Who makes Alibaba coin? Now I'm just interested. Alibaba Coin Foundation. Wow. I just got 403 from this. Forbidden access to the server. Great. Well, that sounds like a scam. Alright. What you drinking, Sneh? I'm drinking water. Just water. Yeah, smash the likes, people. Subscribe and join our free Discord channel. And if you like it, there's also a free 14-day trial of the Cryptosonic Advantage. Check it out. We're always looking for more people and have the discussion better and better and better, and be able to provide more and more and more. Any good conferences or places to work in Portugal? I don't know. I'm not in Portugal. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in the fiery hells of Los Angeles right now. XLM. Let's go take a look at XLM, guys. XLM is still running. It's still running. Nah, I think it's at its top. That's a double top right there. If I've ever seen one, that's a double top, and then boom, it's gonna. I think it's gonna go right back down. I think you could pick it up underneath this red line here. I would try to get as close as to. I would try to get under 34. It might not even get under 3,400 sats. I think it might get under 3,500 sats, but we'll see. I mean, I'm really bullish on Stellar. It's one of those cryptocurrencies that I have a hard time selling because I just believe in it so much. So, you know, that's just one of my trading strategies. How far would you go down? Hey, if it's an exchange I use, I'll go down to the weeds. If there's a coin that I see good technical prices on, I'll go down into the weeds. I mean, I won't put much money in there. I'll play around with maybe 1% of my portfolio, of my crypto portfolio. But I've been down there. I've been down real deep. Like, let's see. I know what Red Pulse is. Obviously, I know what Metal is. Puma Pay. I know even the company that makes Puma Pay. I know Modem. Modem's up 20%, so that's nice. Yeah, I know everything about Modem. Their pharmaceutical supply chain, and I'm from the pharma arena, so I know Token Card, shitcoin, but I know of them and I researched them. QRL, Singular DTV, Smart Cash. I can tell you what all these small cap coins do, because I do still trade in and out of them, and I'll swing trade them. You know, within 2 days I'll be in and out of a position, right? If I like the technicals of it, I'll look at it and then I'll trade on it. And there's money to be made there. I'm not saying it's wise and everyone should be able to do it, but if you trade all the time like we do, you know, there's good opportunities here. BankX, whatever happened to BankX? Wow. Like, we are in the depths right now, like the deepest depths of CoinMarketCap hell. Decent bet, wow. Get wrecked, decent bet. And First Blood, man, that's what happens. Rise, do you remember this? This was the biggest pump and dump. Hydro Protocol, another huge pump and dump. Everyone everywhere on Twitter and YouTube were always talking about Rise and Hydro Protocol. Look at this, clams. Wow, some of these coins I remember way back in the day. Deep Onion coin, Lux coin. I mean, people still try to show me on that. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, damn, we are so deep right now. Match Pool, wow. Sad reality. Autonomy, wow. Well, how's Tomo Chain doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. Definitely has leveled out. Like, this is a coin I trade, right? Even though it's pretty low market cap, under 50. I wouldn't even go under 100 if you're first starting out. What do I think of nulls? I don't know much about nulls. I mean, everyone has heard of nulls. Yeah, I just don't think it's had enough time to find its bottom, honestly. Maybe this is the bottom. I mean, it's showing some sort of trend or some sort of resistance here. But I honestly, you know, I don't think it's found its bottom. That's the real. Yeah, look at that. It just crossed the MACD again. It's having a real hard time up there. I think this is headed down. Still sell off. RSI sinking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get into that. I don't even think it's found its bottom yet. Anyways, if you're comparing it to WTC for that reason, that is not supply chain infrastructure. I understand they're different, right? Walton Chain uses the RFID tech and does more industrial supply chain logistics. Well, it's VeChain, I think, is more for consumer products, but it's still, I would still categorize them the same, right? All right. Anyways, I've been on for, let's see how long I've been on for. I've been on for 31 minutes. So, and it is a Friday, and there is a fire encroaching. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I guess we have one more start coin. I guess we'll look at start coin. I'm gonna call it a day. But if you guys do have questions and want to be interactive, then I am down to stay. Apollo, I've never heard of Apollo. Cryptopia, start coin. Was this what you want me to look at? Is this what you want me to look at? Start coin? Is this real? Is someone actually asking me to look at a market cap of 28 Bitcoin and a volume of $215 a day? A 24-hour volume? Is this really what my life has come to? To look at a coin that has $180,000 market cap and $215 volume? I'm just going to deny that request. I'm just going to deny that request. Ooh, that's a good question. What would you buy and flip in 24 hours right now? So I'm going to be a little self-serving. I'm going to go on to CryptoSomniac. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the exchange. I'm going to look at the daily RSI. Wow, this is so broken. I got to tell my devs. Anyways, don't look at there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to RSI Hunter. Okay? So if you haven't heard of RSI Hunter, it's actually a pretty cool website. I would check it out if I were you guys. And it's going to load. So now I would look at these, okay? So now, if we're seeing this, it says oversold. I would look at Icon, Ontology, if you want to get in and right out. I would never look at these. No. Gifto, I'm not a bit. Hell no. Bitcoins, which is Ethos, no. GTO, no. Sky, definitely not. And these are your overbought, so you definitely don't want to get into those. Wow, I wonder why Chainlink and Monetha. Must have had some good news, I guess. So I would narrow it down to these three. And these three, all three of these are good projects. Other than BitShares, I mean, BitShares is basically non-active anymore. I'd look at Icon and Ontology. So then I would go on to Ont. Look at this on the 4 hours. and I would start trying to find out, where the next resistance is. If this breaks right now, let's look at it on the hourly. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's probably going to break, but if this breaks down any lower, the last time we filled all those orders were all the way down here, right? So you could see a pretty rapid drop if this really breaks down. But even if you go into the 30 minutes, you can see that it's almost leveling off, and it says, hey, this is our short-term bottom. And if you look at the 4-hour, again, it still has some time, but this may be a short-term bottom here, and you could get in and get out if you play this right. If you actually monitor this for the 15 minutes and actually monitor this and keep track of it and keep your stop losses conservative. And I do this maybe 5-10 times out of the day, just like looking through coins like this and swing trading and keeping that tight stop loss. Because if it goes down 1% below my prediction, or when I think it's the bottom, 1 or 2%, I cut my losses and I say, hey, I don't trust this coin. I think it's I just want to get back into Bitcoin, right? Your whole objective should be to have as much Bitcoin as possible. So I would look at something like Ontology to get in and get out, but you have to actually monitor it, right? And set your stop losses really tight. Cool. Groovy. HPB. I think HPB isn't on TradingView. Yeah, it's not on TradingView, so let's just see it right now. HPB. I know it's high performance blockchain. I had my hopes up. Their team was fantastic. But guess what? Team doesn't mean shit now, huh? It's actually delivering a product. And they haven't delivered a product. And I would hope they would put a little bit more seriousness back into their game plan here, because let's even look at their socials. They'll be in New York. Ecosystem. So I guess they are developing, but they're just taking their merry time. Their merry time. Okay. Cool. Shipping on the move. I have not checked out CargoX. Any more sites like that? We have a whole set of resources. Our TAs in the Moon Lounge or in the free Discord chat as well. They could help you find some cool websites like that as well. But that's just one of the many websites that we do use, and different statistics that we do leverage when determining to buy and sell. CargoX. No, I think it's just a little too fresh for me. And let's see what exchanges there is. It's on KuCoin. Partners. Yeah, no, I wouldn't get into this. Alright, Apollo, and then we're going to call it a night. Apollo currency. I mean, if it's something that you believe in, oh God. The chairman is John McAfee. I don't know. I honestly don't know anything about this. But I just don't yeah, I actually know some of these faces, and I'm not going to put them on blast. I'm not getting into this project. I've seen a lot of these people around. Yeah, I'm not going to put people on blast. being in the ICO space, everyone knows each other. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just don't want anything to bite me in the ass, honestly. Yeah, I'm not buying Apollo. So cool. That being said, thank you guys so much. Feel free to join our Discord chat. It's pretty active, and it's the Moon Lounge, and yeah, we're getting a ton of users signing up every day. So check it out, guys, and I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me over this last year, it feels like. So thank you guys so much, and shout out to all the Advantage members and Moon Lounge members. I really appreciate it, guys, and let's keep making awesome content and getting the most value and staying clear-headed. Honestly, it's a great community. You know, you don't want to join a random. You know, there's a lot of scammers out there, and one thing that I'd like to think of myself is I'm not a scammer. Yeah, I'm just not a scammer. I just don't think that a lot of people have your best interests, and that's not, and I'm not saying hey, you know, I'm in your best interest. No, sometimes it's just your personal belief. Like, I like a certain project, you may like a certain project, but I'm always saying, always do your own research. And this space, you know, these quote unquote influencers, they may not have your best interest in mind. You know, that's all I'm gonna say is just do your own research and take care, and remember, don't risk too much money, especially on anybody, all these Twitter stars and YouTube stars, you know, on their predictions. You know, do your own research, play around with a little bit of money, you know, a very small amount of money until you get the hang of it, and you perform your own technical analysis, and you master your own technique, and you're able to spot trends, and you start forming your own gut opinions. So that being said, really appreciate it, guys, and take it easy.